gain, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action, Mills. A quick throw there, going to be batted away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on second down. Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Touchdown, Houston! We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Finding room at midfield. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now a carry for Perine. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, misses the short yardage runs and goes to one of those.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on second down. Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. I don't care what game it is, everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And only he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They go play action here on first down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Mills on the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start. Front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Here's Freiermuth again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He's going up top for Taylor. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The kick by McManus is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First down, Mills. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth. 45 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and then they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the line of scrimmage moves now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pirine. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he's out right at the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mills on 3rd and 2. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Mills on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now, just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question?
What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play?
Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And some room to roam now. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll run it here with P-Ride, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Pierce gets this one running right to the 43, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mills. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Slot man moves right. Here's Pirine. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Tremont Smith. He will score. Touchdown, Texans.
Again, Elvin Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.